Hello everyone, I'm Midnight Mothman and today we're playing Steel Roma, which is I think a game jam game that was made in 2 weeks. I could be completely wrong, but it's inspired by Iron Lung and that's what made me instantly interested in this. And apparently it's set in Australia and it has something to do with kangaroos, which sounds hilarious already, so let's get right in. In the arid regions of Australia, a secret facility called Flower Gap unleashed a radioactive plant that mutated some animals into horrific designs. The most notorious and deadly of them is the Kylie Brew. You have been abducted by a deranged individual who needs your help to restore the signal towers and document the anomalies around the abandoned Wonder Magpie station. You're trapped in a modified RV, facing the unknown terrors of the wasteland. Okay, we wake up in that RV. Honestly looks kinda comfy. I don't know about you, but yeah, I like this. I guess we click this. Left click to listen.
Mackenzie, you there, mate? Don't you dare step out of that RV, mate. If you do, you reckon you'll be the main course for tonight's dinner. I'll tell you. Here's the plan, mate. Keep an eye out for any sightings around this area and fix them signal towers. We need the authorities to get in touch with so we can put a stop to this bloody monster. You know what I'm saying? We need to get rid of this damn beastie.
I don't know what you're saying.
Wait, don't you see I'm explaining something to the person in the RV, love? Jeez, come on. Just give us a rest. Get out, ain't. It's a blasting kangaroo. Get out, you ripping mad woman. Sorry about that, mate. Mrs. just walked in unexpectedly. Right, anyway. Up front and back of that RV hearing, you're going to spot 2 monitoring screens in the steering wheels. Yeah, you use those to keep an eye on where you're steering the rig. They're also being modded to have thermal vision too, because it's going to be bloody dark out there. Use those thermals to see if we can spot anything while you're out there. And if there's any other kind of a ruckus. You got the radio in there as well, mate, to keep you company. Just in case you get bored. I don't fancy the eerie silence all around you. But yeah, sorry, mate. The lights don't work out there. Nothing to do about it. Just chucking a lamp in there for you, just so you got a little bit of light. Gotta warn you though, it gets real cool out there. I've gone and covered all them windows too, you see, because Kyler ain't keen on folks seeing or getting filmed. Covering the whole shebang ensures that wildlife reckons it's just some sort of metal creature or something. Well, I reckon that's the lot, mate. You might have to catch some crackle on that radio sender, because it's pretty wonky reception out there. I'll leave you to it, all out in your lonesome, so good bloody luck, mate. Crikey, he's a dead fella, that one. You better put some tea on, love. It's gonna be a late one.
Holy hell, there was a lot. What the heck? And I'm not sure if this is just some voice acting or if it's like a YouTuber, because holy hell, man. Entity Design P399 began its existence as something small, gradually morphing into colossal form, surpassing the size of an elephant. Its growth was accompanied by tusks, each 3 times larger than those of an ordinary pig, protruding menacingly. The stench emitting by P399 resembled that of an overripe putrid fruit, exuding a toxic aura when in close proximity. A chilling incident unfolded on a serene beach retreat as the entity effortlessly tore through a sequence of 4 imposing steel doors as if they were sheets of paper. This horrifying breach resulted in a tragic demise of 12 personnel. Its rampage echoed the ferocity of a stampeding rhinoceros, the facility trembling under the weight of its colossal hooves. Containment of the malevolent entity demanded the use of 10 specially crafted sleep darts, each aflame with urgency. Who writes like this? The fiery darts found their marks subduing the beast and rendering it into a dormant state. Presently, P399 is sequestered within a secure containment chamber, ensconced deep beneath the Earth's surface at a depth of 30 feet. The darkness now conceals what it once was. I know this is supposed to be like a scientific thing, but it's written so weirdly. Entity designation K667 was an eerie egg with twin cracks on its surface. These cracks emitted a strange purplish red heat, visible in thermal vision. The air reeked of decay and the room felt lifeless. Time passing was uncertain, causing fear for those who saw it. The egg pulsed with growing malevolence, radiating an unsettling energy. A tall 6 to 8 foot red male kangaroo had wrecked fur soaked in sweat. Its unsettling smile revealed missing teeth, resembling human skin in its exposed areas. Emerging from Australia, Magpie Station of Flowers Gap conceals a chilling enigma. Within its walls, the secretive facility holds the unsettling secrets of reshaping Australian animals into unimaginable. Whispers suggest the breach led Kylie Rue, its supposed creator, to abandon the site, leaving scientists to vanish without a trace. The unsettling question remains, what truly unfolded in this place? And then a sense of horror is taking hold of a small town near Wanda Magpie Station due to the mysterious disappearance of several people. No clues are left behind, leaving the community baffled. Local resident Douglas Warrington, is that the guy who called us? Claims that the Kangaroos were responsible, a notion initially laughed at but now feared. Nights are filled with strange noises, including a loud roar from the Flowers Gap area, which Douglas attributes to the Kangaroos entity. So, I guess we sit down. What do we... I think we are on rails. No signal found. I'm guessing this means that I need to go to the other side to continue. Also, who just leaves toast like this out in the open? Isn't that kind of weird? Yeah, I can control except go forward. It's 1 star. I can't see anything. We can control the camera a little bit to see around. Oh, that's probably one of those towers that we have to connect to.
Activation found.
I have no idea what that said. Signal found. Please activate. Can do. Hey, didn't it say signal found? Okay, I guess we go to the other side then. How do I actually... Ah! I was about to say, how do we use the infrared? It does use batteries, so we should probably conserve it a little bit. We're going at an insane tempo here. Would you drive this fast during night? Oh, there's a kangaroo. Is it a Kylie Roo?
Detected.
Bye, kangaroo. That looks kind of normal. All things considered. I mean, what's normal in Australia, right? Let's be real here for a second. After wildlife is out there to kill you. Or is able to kill you if threatened. There's another kangaroo there. Right at the tower.
Motion detected.
That's kinda creepy.
Activation found.
Not gonna lie. Wait, what's that? Entity designation W243. Emerged as a Mongolian death worm. The AP-13 transformed this creature into an immense harbinger of doom, making it our most colossal creation. Terrifying tremors echo in its wake, as it engulfs everything amidst the Australian wilderness. The colossal horror even brought Mount Augustus to the brink of annihilation before desperate intervention by authorities, who utilized a specially engineered sedative to subdue the ravenous force that had awoken. A Mongolian death worm in Australia? Now you're importing like all the deadly shit. Here we go. Ah, still this side. Bye, kangaroo. What's with the noise? Was that the tower? Wait, what does that say? Next. Oh, next tower, 5 kilometers. That probably doesn't make sense. That's quite a long way. already see us getting stuck. Wait, what's that there? That is a Kangaroo. Look at that. Oh. Bye, Kylie. I wonder if it's called Kylie after somewhat...
detected.
Motion detected? After a somewhat famous singer and actress. I guess it's a kind of popular Australian name too, right? Also, motion detective. Probably on the other side. Maybe I was too slow. It's honestly... It's kind of funny that this is on rails.
Signal activation found.
Because... This would probably be harder than Iron Lung. Because everything actually... Well, you know what? Everything in Iron Lung looks the same too, so it's not really... not really fair to say everything looks the same here. Also, there's like signs, so that does help a little bit. I'm honestly just waiting for a jump scare right now. It feels like prime material for jump scares. But so far, nothing. Which is interesting. Ah, there's another truck. Probably my predecessor. Bye! We can't wait. We're in bad country. Oh. That's... I'm assuming that's the Mongolian death worm. So that was a lie. Oh, there's more than one. I think worms actually... Oh.
Motion detected.
Is that just a normal kangaroo that's like looking like a human? To be fair, kangaroos are weird fuckers, aren't they? Oh.
Signal
Oh, there we
activation
go.
found.
Has anyone ever seen that weird video of like the kangaroo man trying to drown that dog? And then the owner of the dog comes up and fucking punches that kangaroo. And the kangaroo... It's not even... I don't know. It's a funny video, but it's not really funny because it's actually scary. But the kangaroo just slaps the phone out of his hand. Like he doesn't want to be recorded. And then squares up. It's so weird. Kangaroos are weird. I think there's like more kangaroos than humans in Australia. Is that right? It sounds like it's right, honestly. Like nothing against Australians. I think they're nice people. Like kind of weird. Like at least all the ones that I've met, but I wouldn't want to live in your country. There's too many freaking insects that want to kill me. And I already don't like the insects that don't want to kill me. So that's a bad combination. What the heck is that? That's such a gigantic building. Holy hell. Is this just weirdly scaled or... Oh!
Motion detected.
Very late. I don't know if that's very effective motion scanner if it needs like 10 seconds longer than me. Holy hell, that RV was ripped apart. Wait, the article that said that that thing ripped through like 4 steel gates. Wait, was that wrong way? Go back. That was a pig though, right? Or was that describing... Oh, look at this. That's like a... That's like the monster from Iron Lung, I think. Maybe? I think we're coming up to the next jump scare. Not that the ones before were particularly spooky, but hey, you know what I mean.
Signal activation found.
Or we might die. Nope. Ah, there he is. Or she, rather. Why is it so weird? It honestly looks more like a furry on the way to a convention.
Detected. Signal activation found.
Hear that? Other furry conventions in Australia? What a weird question to ask, isn't it?
Motion detected.
It's like... What? 4...
Signal
5 kangaroos.
activation found.
What? There's not even a tower.
Light form detected.
We're scanning those kangaroos, I guess. Oh! Hi, Kylie. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like... Maybe I've been ruined by all those weird social media posts, but that looks like someone's fetish OC. Not mine, of course. What the heck is this area? I guess this is Magpie Station, maybe? I'm hearing an alarm. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine driving this way if you can't even see anything without the infrared?
Signal activation found.
Ah, you know what? I'm assuming we're dead in a minute. The thing saw us. So far, I'm not good at predicting this, I think. That might be the last tower then in the distance. That's also something from the intro screen.
Light form detected.
Where? You know what? It's kind of funny that it says life form detected because, again, we are in Australia. So it could be anything. It could just be like a hand-sized spider on the front of the camera, for all I know. Oh, I hear something again. like a droning sound. I did like the Mongolian death worm appearance. Is that the first time that thing showed up in the game? Probably not, huh?
Signal activation found.
Oh! Holy hell, that was loud. Oh, is that maybe the Kangaroos named after the death? Okay, we actually unlocked something called prologues. Let's see what that is. Oh, it's some text. Let's listen to it, I guess.
Bloody hell, another disaster. Just like the rest of them. Failures piling up. That blasted bomb didn't do a thing against the Kangaroo. The SRV-4 went up in flames with poor Dylan inside. Wouldn't you know it? I could hear some of that radiation sizzle coming from Wandering Magpie Station. And here's the kicker. That bomb under the SRV-4, tiny as it was, but it went off like a bloody nuke. And that dang kangaroo still hopping around covered in blood like a champ. Feel like that roo's some sort of ticking time bomb. Or maybe it is one. No wonder my dog copped a lethal dose of radiation. Not good at all. Always knew that dodgy facility was up to no good. Like it's always been. What kind of critter is that beast? I wonder.
This guy looks exactly as I imagine him to look like. This bogan ass dude.
Record log. Date. Prologue entry. 14. Our records show entity K667 is, without a doubt, a beacon of unsettling radiance within its pulse field. Months of meticulous observation have confirmed what we had suspected. Its radioactive emissions possess an uncanny potency. Today, we ventured further into the abyss of its enigma, using live test subjects enclosed within the reinforced containment cell. The results, as anticipated, were far from reassuring. The subjects, mere vessels of flesh and bone, unknowingly danced with the venomous tendrils of radio poison that leaked insidiously from K667's core. And then came the incident, the active occurrence that shattered the thin veneer of our understanding. An unforeseen crescendo of terror. Entity K667, in a frenzy beyond rationality, unleashed a high-pitched scream that mingled with a cacophony of otherworldly boom sound waves. The very walls of its enclosure quivered in protest, unable to bear the malevolent resonance. The air itself wavered and distorted, and in its wake, a once solid walls began to liquefy and splinter. The agonizing spectacle revealed in a glimpse of the horror contained within. K667, an embodiment of chaos, trapped within the confines of its nightmarish creation. The temperature within the cell soared, reaching an unthinkable 7,000 degrees Celsius, as if it was the very essence of K77's rage, ignited in a pyre of annihilation. But then, in the aftermath of this cataclysmic symphony, a stupefying silence descended. K667, against all odds, subsided into quiescence. Its rampage had ceased, leaving behind a trail of molten ruin and despair. As we cautiously moved in to neutralize the sleep-inducing gas that had cloaked the anomaly, A chilling realization settled upon us like a shroud. It had gone silent, but the questions that tormented us remained. What lies beneath the veil of its silence? What horror slumber, awaiting the next crescendo of chaos? Only time, as reluctant witnesses to this macabre theatre, only unveiled the truth that now lingers like a spectre in the shadows. End of prologue recording.
Man, this has so much backstory for... Which is almost... I don't want to sound mean, but it's like almost a comedic game, right? It is funny. Maybe it's just because of the Australian accents, but... This is a lot for what we actually saw in the game. Let's listen to the last one and I'll give you my thoughts.
I bloody miss the old Cobra Marley lizard. But crikey, he's cracked it now, just a pile of bones and a memory. We had some ripper times together, that's for sure. Marley, he wouldn't harm a fly, mate. But then, those scientists at the Flower Gap joint just had to stick their noses in and jab Marley with their dodgy vaccine they reckon is AP13. And they wouldn't even let me have a squiz at him, calling him L-115, like he's some sort of test tube creature. He's not an experiment. He's a top-notch lizard, my best mate, practically a part of the family. Oh, Marley. Where the bloody hell are you now, mate?
Assuming by the photo of this guy and him looking pretty normal, I'm assuming this is the developer. Okay, we just finished Steel Roma and I have split thoughts. I think the presentation is honestly not that bad and the idea is not bad either. I think it's actually incredibly comfy to be like confined in like a small space, not being able to look outside except through cameras, and it makes it a little bit less scary. And it's the same feeling that I had during Iron Lung, so there's definitely like the comparison fits, and it makes sense that it was inspired by that. It's also the reason why I didn't find Iron Lung really scary. I guess the scariest thing is being underwater, or rather in blood, for me. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you could add here. I think you could definitely lean harder into all the creatures that are out there in Australia. Again, it's kind of the joke, right? Everything in Australia wants to kill you. So why not add like some weird urban myth characters into it, right? Like the Mongolian deathworm or the Kangaroo or whatever, right? It's an interesting choice not to let you control the car. On one hand, I could see this game length exploding 3 to 4 to 5 times by just allowing you to control. It's probably also harder because of like clipping issues and characters getting into like areas that you don't want them to. And in the end, it would still be a somewhat like linear experience, right? Because you would still drive the same way and you would just be able to drive like a little bit to the left, to the right. The idea to tell you on the monitor what way to go was actually really good. I think that is actually a little bit of a genius idea, because you couldn't do it just with coordinates, right? I guess you could, but that would copy Iron Lung so much that it might be too much. I like that. Yeah, the Kangaroo just looked like someone's fetish art to me. I don't know. The idea is cute though, and I'm interested to see what this dev is doing next, honestly. This was an inspired game. What can I say? It's still very funny, and I found it to be more comedic, which I hope was the intention. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.